Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to start with problems on profit prior incorporation. So a very simple and easy concept where we are going to solve the income statement of a company but on certain basis. So here we are going to identify the revenue related to pre-incorporation and post-incorporation as well as expenditures of the company, and that is also related to pre and post incorporations period. So very simple concept, but we should know the concept first. If you understand the concept, the problems will be very easy. Got it? Yes. So the question is here, a ABC Company Limited was incorporated on 30th September 2015 to take over the business of K. Mohan as from 1st April. The financial account of the business for the year ended 31st March 2016 disclosed. Yes. See, the ABC company was incorporated 30th September, but taken over the business of K. Mohan from the 1st April, which means I have acquired the company on the 1st April but incorporated on 30th September, which means I have purchased the company from Mohan from the beginning of the financial period, which means 1st April, but I have taken certain period till September to register my company. Got it? So a duration between 1st April to 30th September is my pre-incorporation period, and after September till my 31st March, which means books closing period, is considered as post-incorporation period. Got it? So they have given the particulars related to the trial balance, we can call it as. So related sales they have given April to September, which means pre-incorporation period sales clearly they have given. Got it? So April to September 1,20,000 is related to pre-incorporations, and October to March is my post-incorporation period sales. They have clearly mentioned. So very easy concept, don't need confusions. Okay. Sales. Purchases, we don't consider purchases over here. We are directly going to calculate on the sales and time ratio itself, isn't it? We don't require purchase ratios and all in this concept, particular concept. Got it? So next they have given gross profit of overall company they have given 1,05,000. So based on gross profit only we are going to calculate the problem. So very much important. So next they have given the certain expenditures. These expenditures has to be apportioned on the certain ratios. On which ratio we are going to identify, that we will see one by one. So first we have salaries they have given. Salary. So we are going to pay them monthly basis, so time ratio. Next we have selling expenses. So selling expenses is full and full related to sales. If I have occurred expenses on sales mean, then only I am going to identify as selling expenses. It may be related to anything related to sales, but overall selling expenses, sales. Depreciation is also, we are going to pay monthly basis, isn't it? Depreciation also on the time ratio. Monthly basis means time ratio. Okay. Next, director remuneration, actual. So when we are going to appoint the directors, think. So we are going to appoint the directors after the incorporation or at the time of registration, isn't it? Then only we are going to pay them. So simple concept. So actual, full and full related to post. Next, debenture interest also same related to post or actual post. Administration expenses within bracket they have mentioned as a rent. So time ratio, rent also we are going to pay on the monthly basis, isn't it? In the they have given you are required to prepare statement, which means we are going to prepare income statement on the pre and post incorporation basis. So this is how it works. Before moving on to the problems directly, we'll solve the required things. So we have identified the expenses on which ratio we are going to identify, but they have not clearly given the ratios, isn't it? So now we are going to calculate the ratio. But sales, what they have mentioned here, no, they have clearly given April to September pre-incorporation and October to March post-incorporation, isn't it? So they have only clearly given. So we are going to reduce the values or into a ratio. So 1,20,000 is to 1,80,000 pre and post incorporations. Zeros will get cancelled. 6 2s are and 6 3s are, isn't it? We have to use the same table for the reducing the value of the ratio, isn't it? 6 2s are, 6 3s are. So 2 is to 3. So sales ratio 2 is to 3. Next, we are going to calculate time ratio. Here only I will calculate time ratio. Is also they have clearly given in the question. So from 1st April to 31st September is my pre-incorporation period. So pre is to post. So one thing you have to remember, books of accounts open from 1st April, isn't it? So 1st April and books of account close at 31st March, isn't it? So this is my longest duration. Now I'm going to divide it into pre and post. So pre, when was the company incorporated? Till 30th September, isn't it? In question they have clearly mentioned. See, isn't it? So till 30th September is my pre-incorporation period. Next, after September, which month it will come? October, isn't it? So from 1st October to 30th March is my post incorporation period. Got it? So from April to April, May, June, July, August and September, I have 6 months. In post incorporation also I am having 6 months. If you reduce the values, you will be getting 1:1 ratio. Got it? So my time ratio is 1:1. This is the required calculations for the profit prior incorporations. Got it? So if you understand the questions, I'll move on to the format where we are going to calculate the actual problem. These are the working notes. Got it? So the format will be particulars, ratio, pre-incorporation and post-incorporations. So we are going to start the problem with gross profit. Always, if they have given means easy. If they have not given means we have to calculate it. So gross profit will be how much they have given in the question. You should have the question, guys. Okay, so gross profit is 45,000. 45,000 should be, sorry, 1,05,000. I forgot it. Yes, so 1,05,000. This 1,05,000 should be a portion in the basis of sales ratio. So if you have sales means then only you are going to get the profit, isn't it? So that's why I'm using sales ratio. So sales ratio, how much ratio we are having now? Yes, you should have the question or else you won't understand. Yes, 2:3, isn't it? Yes, so in this ratio we are going to bifurcate. So 1,05,000 into 2/5. So we'll be getting 42,000 as the value. Next, 1,05,000 into 3 by 5 will be 63,000. So this will be considered as total revenue, or total A also we can consider. So total A will be 42,000 for pre-incorporation, and for post-incorporation 63,000. We have to mention it. Got it? So we are going to start with gross profit. Always we are going to start with gross profit. Next we are going to identify all the expenditures. So expenses, one by one we are going to solve it. How many expenses they have given? All those expenses we are going to identify here. First one, salaries. So salary is valued at, yes, the total salary is 15,000. So salary we are going to calculate it on the time ratio. Time ratio is 1:1, isn't it? So 15,000 into 1 by 2. So 7,500 and 7,500 for the post-incorporation. Next we have selling expenses. Selling expenses is identified. We are going to calculate it on the sales ratio. Total selling expenses 3,000. So sales on the sales ratio 2:3. So 3,000 into 2 by 5. So 1,200 is the value, and 1,800 for the post incorporation. Next we have depreciation. So depreciation is valued at 1,500. Depreciation should be a portion in the ratio of 1:1, which is time ratio. 1,500 into 1 by 2, which means 750 for pre-incorporation, 750 for post-incorporation. Next we are having directors remuneration. So very important concept here. So directors remuneration, as I said, so we are going to pay to the directors when they are appointed, isn't it? So when we are going to appoint a director, as earlier I said, when the company is been incorporated, on that time only we are going to pay them salary, which means the director's remuneration is fully related to post incorporation. If your company is being registered under Companies Act, means only we are eligible to appoint the directors itself. Got it? So directors or managing director or CEO, CS, anything related to top level management comes, means we are going to pay them in the actual basis, full and full related to post. So total 750 is we are going to pay them in the post incorporation column. Next we have debenture interest. Yes, debenture interest is also when we are going to issue the debentures, guys, or when we are going to issue them equity shares, when we are going to purchase the debentures, when the company is being registered, when your company is a public company, then only you can issue the IPO. If you are a public company, how we are going to consider you as a public company? If you are registered under Companies Act, if you are registered with ROC, means you are going to be identified as the company, isn't public company, isn't it? So even debentures are related to equities, are related to full and full related to post incorporation. So 90 rupees is related to post. Next we have administration expenses. In administration expenses, they have clearly mentioned as rent. If they have given anything related to marketing, means I would have taken other ratios. They have given rent, that's why time ratio 1:1. So total value is 4500 into 1 by 2, 2250, 2250. Next, so almost all the expenses we have taken. Now what we are going to do means we are going to identify the net profit over here. How we are going to identify the net profit? So this net profit we are going to not same as the previous things or what you have learned. This is a bit different. So I'm going to write my total A over here. Directly I'm going to mention the 42,000, 63,000 in the last column, leaving 2-3 lines over there. Next, what we supposed to do means we have to add all these expenditures and we are going to minus it with the 42,000. Got it? I am going to identify my net profit, revenue minus all expenditures. Got it? This net profit will be transferred to, if the company is having profit means it will be transferred to capital reserve. If the company is having loss means it will be transferred to goodwill account. We are going to identify whether the company is going to have profit or loss. Let's see, net profit will be transferred to. Before that, we have to calculate the expenditures value also. So transfer to, I'll use different colors so then only you will be clearly understood the concept. So if you add all those things means 7,500 plus 1,200, 750 plus 2,250. So total expenditures will be 11,700. So this is my total expenses. If I minus it with 42,000 means 42,000 minus 11,700, my profit will be, because my expenses are less, revenue is more, isn't it? So 30,300 is my net profit, but I am not going to call that as a net profit. This profit will be transferred to capital reserve. As I said earlier, if you have profit, it will be transferred to capital reserve. If you have loss means, yes, obviously it will go to goodwill account. Now we are going to calculate for post incorporations. Post incorporation is very simple. How we have calculated the pre incorporation in the same way. So your revenue will be your revenue minus your expenses. Easy. So if you add 7,500 plus 1,800 plus 750, again 750 plus 90 plus 2,250. So this will be transferred to P&L appropriation account. So pre-incorporation will be transferred to capital reserve, post-incorporation will be transferred to P&L appropriation. If you add all these things means we will be having, instead of 2,250 I have written 2,500. So 2,250. If you add all those things, your expenses is 13,140. If you add all this mean 13,140. So 63,000 minus 13,140. If you minus it, my P&L appropriation will be 49,860. So this is the P&L net profit transferred to P&L account. Very simple and easy concept. if you have I have a profit where I have transferred certain profit to capital reserve and certain things is being transferred to P&L appropriation account. Very simple and easy concept. uh, Further problems will be a bit difficult with some adjustment, but if you have very good understanding, or if you are very clear with your theoretical concept, means this problem will be very easy thing. Don't need to get such a confusions at all. I hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.